Step into the world of numismatics, where the humble USA 1 cent reveals stories of history, artistry, and hidden value. This small coin continues to capture the curiosity of collectors with its rarity and enduring charm. First up, the 1959 USA 1 cent coin holds a special place in the world of numismatics, not only because of its design but also because of its pivotal role in American coinage history. This coin represents a transition era, marking the very first year of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, replacing the wheat stalk motif that had been in place since 1909. Collectors highly value it, especially in rare error or no mint mark varieties, as it reflects a defining moment in U.S. currency. Even in dirty or circulated condition, examples of this coin capture the interest of enthusiasts due to its symbolic importance and connection to the cultural and economic climate of its time. When the coin was first issued, the United States was experiencing both optimism and tension. The year 1959 was the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, which was the central reason for the design change from the wheat reverse to the new Lincoln Memorial motif. This coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and although millions were struck, its association with national pride and commemoration of one of America's greatest presidents makes it stand out. It is more than a mere piece of copper. It is a tangible reminder of both the heritage of Lincoln's legacy and the shift in American numismatic design. The design itself is what gives the 1959 1 cent a strong identity. On the obverse, we find Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which had already been in use since 1909. On the reverse, however, Frank Gasparro introduced a completely new image, the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This detail brought a fresh sense of grandeur and national symbolism to the coin, reflecting American pride in its democratic institutions. The coin is composed primarily of copper, weighing 3.11 grams, with a diameter of 90 millimeters, and its warm red-brown tones in uncirculated condition provide an eye-catching quality that continues to appeal to collectors today. What enhances the allure of the 1959 no mint mark cent is its rarity in certain varieties and eras. Although Philadelphia minted an enormous quantity, most examples were spent in circulation and became worn, with only a limited number preserved in pristine condition. Rumors of pattern strikes, transitional errors, and doubled dies from this year add intrigue, and such coins, when authenticated, are considered treasures in the hobby. The condition of the coin dramatically affects its desirability. An uncirculated specimen with full luster and sharp details can fetch prices far beyond its face value, while a dirty, well-worn example holds mainly historical rather than monetary worth. The market value for this coin varies widely. A standard circulated 1959 no mint mark cent might only bring a small premium above face value, perhaps $1 or $2 depending on condition. However, high-grade examples certified by professional grading services can sell for $2,500 to $4,400, while rare double-die errors or unique varieties have sold at auctions for thousands. For instance, a few exceptional 1959 error cents have been recorded at prices exceeding $6,000, underscoring the demand for rare versions of what might otherwise be a common coin. Market interest is fueled not only by rarity but also by the coin's historical significance as the inaugural Lincoln Memorial cent. For collectors looking to acquire or preserve this coin, careful attention is necessary. Beginners should focus on identifying examples with strong detail, minimal scratches, and traces of original mint luster. Certification by recognized grading services such as PCGS or NGC is crucial for rare varieties, as authentication ensures both value and legitimacy. Proper storage is equally important. Copper coins are prone to environmental damage, so keeping them in protective holders, away from humidity and oils from human skin, will maintain their quality for decades to come. Networking with trusted numismatic dealers, attending coin shows, and monitoring auction catalogs are some of the best strategies to acquire valuable examples. Beyond its market value, the 1959 no mint mark cent remains a coin of artistic and cultural importance. It symbolizes a pivotal moment in American coinage, bridging the early wheat cent era with the modern Lincoln Memorial design. The coin stands as both a collectible artifact and an accessible entry point for new collectors, offering historical significance in even the most modest condition. For advanced collectors, rare varieties or high-grade certified examples present an investment opportunity with strong potential for appreciation as interest in mid-20th century US coinage continues to grow. In closing, the 1959 1-cent without mint mark exemplifies how a simple copper coin can embody layers of history, artistry, and collector intrigue. From its commemoration of Abraham Lincoln's sesquicentennial to its enduring presence in the numismatic market, it remains one of the most fascinating coins of its series. Whether acquired as a modest collectible in circulated form or as a high-grade rarity commanding significant premiums, this coin appeals to both sentimental and investment-driven collectors. Its legacy ensures that it will remain an enduring highlight in American coinage for generations to come. Next up, the 1960 USA 1-cent coin without a mint mark has grown into one of the most intriguing issues of the Lincoln Memorial series. At first glance, it may appear to be a common copper cent, yet among collectors, it is celebrated for its role in a year of remarkable experimentation and variety production at the US Mint. The coin is particularly appealing because of the many varieties released that year, especially the small date and large date versions, which gave collectors something unique to pursue. Despite its humble denomination, the coin has attracted substantial demand, with certain examples fetching impressive sums on the open market. In 1960, the United States Mint in Philadelphia produced these cents to meet the nation's continued demand for circulating coinage. This was a time of growth and change in American society, as the country was entering a new decade marked by technological advances and cultural shifts. For the cent itself, the year was significant because it introduced one of the most widely recognized varieties in modern numismatics. The small date version, which differs subtly from the standard large date, created a stir among collectors soon after its release, and this discovery secured the 1960 cents place in history. The absence of a mint mark indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the main producer of US coinage at the time. The artistry of the 1960 cent followed the established pattern of the Lincoln Memorial design, first introduced the year prior in 1959. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln still graces the obverse, showing the president in dignified profile with the word liberty and the motto "In God We Trust." On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial design provides both symbolism and depth. Interestingly, careful observers can see a tiny statue of Lincoln depicted within the memorial's central columns, making this one of the few coins where both sides carry images of the same figure. The coin's composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, with a weight of 3.11 grams and a diameter of 90 millimeters, gives it the rich reddish-brown appearance that collectors seek in higher-grade examples. The rarity of the 1960 no-mint mark cent is most apparent in its varieties and condition. While mintage numbers for the year exceeded billions, what truly sets the coin apart is the presence of the two distinct date styles. The small date variety in particular is much scarcer and more desirable, especially in uncirculated or proof-like condition. Error coins, such as doubled dies, repunched dates, or off-center strikes, add to its appeal and can transform a seemingly ordinary penny into a valuable rarity. Dirty or heavily circulated examples, while still interesting, hold limited financial worth, but their survival in collectible condition helps paint the broader story of the series. The market value of the 1960 cent varies widely depending on its variety and condition. A common circulated large date cent without a mint mark may only bring a small premium, often under $3,600. However, uncirculated examples with brilliant luster can command prices ranging from $4,500 to $5,200, especially when certified by professional grading services. The small date version, especially in pristine grades, is far more valuable, often reaching into the $6,000 to $7,200 range. Exceptional errors or rare high-grade certified examples have been known to sell for thousands at major auctions, reflecting the strong demand among dedicated collectors for standout pieces from this year. For collectors who wish to pursue this coin, knowledge is the most important tool. Differentiating between the small date and large date requires a careful eye, as the thickness and alignment of the numerals reveal the difference. Collectors are encouraged to consult reference guides or compare known examples. Certification by NGC or PCGS is highly recommended for valuable varieties, as it provides authentication and protection of the coin's market value. Storing these copper cents in protective holders or archival quality flips helps preserve their surfaces, as exposure to oils, air, or moisture can cause undesirable toning or corrosion. The 1960 No Mint Mark cent offers both a challenge and a reward for collectors. It bridges the earliest years of the Lincoln Memorial series and serves as a reminder of how even small design changes can transform a coin's legacy. For beginning collectors, it is a relatively accessible piece, as even circulated examples are easy to find and inexpensive. For advanced enthusiasts, the pursuit of high-grade small-date varieties or spectacular mint errors presents a rewarding challenge that adds depth to any collection. Its layered history and distinct varieties give it enduring significance. In summary, the 1960 USA 1 cent without a mint mark embodies the excitement and complexity of modern American coinage. Though it may seem ordinary at first, the year's unique varieties, historical timing, and design details ensure its place as a standout in the Lincoln Cent series. From affordable circulated examples to ultra-rare certified varieties worth thousands, it appeals to a wide spectrum of collectors. Its importance lies not only in its monetary value but also in its story, connecting a simple copper coin to the broader narrative of U.S. history and numismatic evolution. For those who recognize its nuances, this coin represents both history preserved in metal and an investment with lasting appeal. Next up, the 1962 USA 1 cent coin is a fascinating piece within the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, valued by collectors for its historical role and the unique varieties it presents. While on the surface it appears to be a common copper penny struck for everyday commerce, certain rare errors and exceptionally well-preserved examples make it highly desirable in numismatic circles. Even a coin in very dirty or circulated condition can hold significance for its connection to a broader historical narrative, though the true premiums emerge in uncirculated and rare error examples. Its appeal lies in its blend of historical context, design, and collectability, making it a coin that continues to attract attention today. The Denver Mint was responsible for producing the 1962 Lincoln cents, and it struck them in vast numbers to meet the nation's economic needs. America in the early 1960s was moving through a period of rapid change. Space exploration was accelerating, civil rights movements were gaining strength, and consumer culture was thriving. Within this landscape, the cent was still a vital unit of commerce, and its design celebrated the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln. The D mint mark, signifying the Denver facility, helps tie the coin to this specific region of U.S. minting history, where billions of cents were made, yet only a small fraction survived in pristine form. The design of the 1962 D cent follows the now classic Lincoln Memorial format, which had been adopted just a few years earlier. The obverse features Victor David Brenner's timeless portrait of President Lincoln, flanked by the motto "In God We Trust" and the word liberty. The date, 1962, appears prominently alongside the D mint mark. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's depiction of the Lincoln Memorial offers both architectural precision and symbolic weight, reminding Americans of Lincoln's enduring place in national memory. The composition remains traditional, 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc, giving the coin a rich tone that, in uncirculated examples, has an attractive red luster that collectors prize. Despite the massive mintage, rarity emerges when considering special varieties and the impact of condition. Circulated coins are plentiful and usually not worth more than face value, but certain 1962 D cents stand out. Examples include doubled die obverse varieties, repunched mint marks, RPMs, and off-center strikes, all of which can dramatically enhance desirability. The challenge for collectors lies in finding coins that survived without heavy wear, scratches, or discoloration. Dirty or worn pieces tell part of the story of circulation, but pristine uncirculated cents, particularly those graded as red by professional grading services, are the ones that command strong premiums. The market value of the 1962 D penny varies considerably. Circulated pieces in average condition hold primarily sentimental or historical value, usually selling for just a few cents. However, coins preserved in mint state can fetch anywhere from $1,800 to $3,400, with particularly eye-catching red examples selling for more. Error coins or rare repunched mint marks can soar into the hundreds, while exceptional high-grade certified examples, graded MS-67 or higher, have been known to cross into the $7,000 plus range at auction. These high prices reflect the scarcity of near-perfect survivors from a year when billions were struck but few were saved carefully. For collectors pursuing this coin, attention to detail is crucial. Identifying errors such as RPMs or doubled dies requires magnification and familiarity with reference materials. Collectors should prioritize coins with sharp details, smooth fields, and strong luster, avoiding examples with heavy blemishes or corrosion. Professional certification through NGC or PCGS is a wise step for coins believed to be rare varieties, as authentication solidifies value. To preserve copper's natural brilliance, coins should be stored in archival quality holders or capsules, away from humidity and oils, since improper storage can diminish both appearance and value. The 1962D Lincoln cent carries an appeal that goes beyond its monetary worth. It represents a piece of American mid-20th century history and reflects the technical achievements and sheer scale of the U.S. Mint's production capacity. For novice collectors, it provides an affordable starting point in the Lincoln series, while for experienced numismatists, it offers opportunities to chase elusive high-grade specimens and unusual varieties. The pursuit of a flawless 1962D penny or a dramatic mint era ensures that this coin remains relevant across all levels of collecting. In the end, the 1962D 1 cent is more than just a copper coin. It is a relic that combines artistry, history, and collectability. Its enduring design honors Abraham Lincoln, its minting location ties it to Denver's contribution to U.S. coinage, and its varieties spark excitement in the numismatic community. While dirty, circulated coins are of modest value, the rarest and most pristine examples highlight the extraordinary range of worth that a single year's cent can carry. For collectors, it continues to offer both a rewarding challenge and a meaningful reminder of America's numismatic heritage. Next up, the 1965 USA 1 cent without a mint mark is a coin that may appear ordinary to the casual observer but holds a unique place in numismatic history. To collectors, it represents a transitional era when the U.S. Mint was undergoing important changes in coin production. While most 1965 cents are common and found in large quantities, certain rare varieties, high-grade survivors, and error examples stand out as highly desirable treasures. Its appeal lies in the fact that even a seemingly ordinary copper cent can, under the right conditions, become an object of significant market value and historical intrigue. The mid-1960s marked a turbulent time for U.S. coinage. In 1965, the mint faced a national coin shortage caused by the booming economy and heavy circulation of coinage in commerce. To address the crisis, mint marks were eliminated from all U.S. coins between 1965 and 1967 in an attempt to discourage hoarding. As a result, all cents struck in 1965 carried no mint mark, even though both the Philadelphia and Denver mints were involved in production. This decision makes the 1965 cent particularly interesting to collectors, as it reflects a rare 3-year period when mint marks disappeared entirely from American coins. The design of the 1965 cent remained consistent with the Lincoln Memorial reverse introduced in 1959. On the obverse, Victor David Brenner's profile of Abraham Lincoln continues to symbolize strength and unity, flanked by the inscriptions "Iron God We Trust" and "Liberty." On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial design offered collectors a detailed miniature of one of the nation's most iconic monuments, with Lincoln himself visible inside the central chamber. The coin was composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19 millimeters. Uncirculated examples glow with a red or red-brown luster, while heavily circulated or dirty coins often lose much of their visual appeal but retain their historical significance. The rarity of the 1965 cent lies not in overall mintage, which exceeded billions, but in specific varieties and errors that emerged during production. Popular varieties include doubled die obverse and reverse examples, as well as misstrikes and off-center coins. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins that escaped circulation in pristine condition, as high-grade pieces are difficult to locate from this year. Proof-like and Special Mint Set (SMS) strikes from 1965 add another layer of interest, as they were produced with more care and exhibit sharper detail, making them especially valuable in top condition. Market values for the 1965 cent cover a wide spectrum. Circulated and dirty examples typically trade for little more than face value, often only of sentimental worth. However, uncirculated examples with strong red color can sell for $2,900 to $4,300, depending on grade. Special mint set coins in top condition range from $5,900 to several $100s. Error coins and rare double die varieties can command significantly higher premiums, sometimes reaching into the thousands at auction. For instance, well-preserved double die specimens have drawn substantial attention from collectors willing to pay large sums for these elusive finds. Collectors seeking to add a 1965 cent to their collection should focus on quality and authentication. Identifying double dies or other errors requires magnification and experience, and professional grading is essential for coins of potentially higher value. Certification by NGC or PCGS not only guarantees authenticity but also enhances market confidence when buying or selling. As copper coins are particularly vulnerable to environmental damage, storage in airtight holders or archival quality flips is highly recommended. Collectors should also avoid cleaning dirty coins, as improper cleaning often reduces both appeal and value. The 1965 cent represents an intriguing chapter in American coinage. For newer collectors, it offers an accessible introduction to variety hunting, as circulated examples remain plentiful and affordable. For advanced enthusiasts, the search for high-grade special mint set pieces or rare errors presents a rewarding challenge. Its connection to the historical coin shortage and the suspension of mint marks adds depth and meaning, elevating its status beyond that of a common copper coin. This blend of accessibility and complexity ensures that the 1965 cent appeals to collectors across all experience levels. In conclusion, the 1965 USA 1 cent without a mint mark carries significance far greater than its denomination. It reflects a turning point in US coinage history, showcases enduring artistic designs, and offers collectors both affordable entry points and rare, high-value treasures. While dirty and worn examples may only serve as historical curiosities, pristine varieties and rare errors can transform into coins of considerable worth. Its dual identity as both a common cent and a potential rarity keeps it at the forefront of interest for numismatists, ensuring its legacy in the Lincoln cent series for generations to come.